This is Quiet Conversations with Jada Raquel. Shh. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Quiet Conversations podcast. My name is Jada Raquel. If you're new here, thank you for joining. And if you're returning, thank you for coming back. Today is a good one. Today we're discussing goals, we're discussing making memories and creating fun times with the people that you love. So if that's something that's interesting to you, sit back, relax, and let's get into the episode. So you guys already know I have my handy notebook here. Whoever is listening, you don't have to worry about that. But if you're watching, if I look down, that's the reason why. So the topic today is being intentional about creating memories while continuing to chase your dreams, meet your goals, because we have one life to live. Part 1, we're discussing why goals are important. Part 2 is making time for those who make time for you. And part 3 are taking pictures, the importance of taking pictures, why we should take pictures, and yeah, etc., etc. So I do have a story time for you like I always do. So I think it was my sophomore year of college. Where was it my sophomore year? Yeah, I think it was my sophomore year of college where I was that summer. So sophomore year completed, and that summer I was interning and I was working full time, interning part time, working. No, I think I was interning part time, working full time. And on top of that, I had certain goals that I wanted to meet within that summer, goals for next year, and I had to prepare myself for those goals. So I was a mass communications major. If you guys don't know, I graduated college with a degree in journalism and a minor in marketing. And my goal every summer was to make sure that I had an internship that was able to teach me things, that also contributed to what I was learning in school, so that I can have experience after I graduated to get the ground running working in media. Because first in media you have to have experience. They usually do not hire you straight off the bat without no experience. So I made it my due diligence to make sure that I find internships every summer so that I can add that to my resume. So that summer, I think it was that summer 2016? I think that was summer 2017. I'm not really sure. But yeah, summer 17, I was working. I was working so hard. I had my internship 10 a.m. I think it was 9 a.m. to 3. 9 a.m. to 3 or 9 a.m. to 2. And then I would walk over all the way to Fifth Ave, and then I would work from 2:30 or 3 o'clock all the way to 10. And I did that every single day of summer. Every single day of summer, I did that. I am also a part of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, and I did not have the money yet. Like, I knew that I wanted to pledge, but I did not have the money to pay for it. So I said, if I get this full-time job in the summer, I'm going to use the money that I make within the summer to contribute towards like membership if I do get chosen. So my internship also was giving me a stipend. So I didn't have to worry about paying for a monthly Metro card. All I had to do was worry about lunch, and that's it. So a lot of the money I was making with my internship, all of that, not the internship, with my full-time job, all of that was going towards membership, and then I pocket some. So I saved some for myself for the semester or the year, and then most of it went for membership intake. The reason why I say this is because within that internship and within that summer, I still made it my business to spend as much time with my family and friends as much as possible. Because yes, I had goals. Yes, I had goals for next semester, which was to become a Delta if I do become a Delta, and I did become a Delta. But like, the goal was to intern so that I can have experience to put on my resume to contribute towards my degree, and also have a full-time pay for something next semester. So those were my two major goals. And I also made time for my family and friends. It was hard, don't get me wrong, because I was working 7 days a week. I had no break. When I say I was working 7 days a week, my internship was Monday through Wednesday, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I was working from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. at my job. And whatever else time I had to do with my family and friends, or if I had to call out, I called out probably like once or twice. That's just what it was. But I had to make sure that even if I was not actually spending physical time with the people in my life, I was on the phone calling them, checking in, making sure they was good. But they also knew that I too was busy. I knew they was busy, they knew I was busy, and we had that mutual understanding. But I just wanted to use that story time as an example of, we're all busy. We all got our own things going on. We all have our own goals, but make sure that you use those little bits of pockets of time, one, to get rest for yourself, and also like pour into the people that are pouring into you. Because it's important that you are able to like look back and take pictures and look at those memories and remember those things and moments of the people that was there for you on times when you was hustling hard. Because that's the one thing people don't talk about. People don't talk about the one time that I had to grind out. And even in those grinding out moments, those little times of fun, those little times of happiness, those little times of stillness with the people that I love. So let's go into part one, because this story time was way longer than I expected. Part one is the goals are important. Goals are important. What is it that you want to do in your life? If you don't know, you need to sit down and figure it out. And I'm not yelling at you, okay? Like, I feel like I need to stop yelling at y'all. But like, seriously, if you don't know what you want to do, that's when it's time for you to pick up hobbies, do a certificate class, do a cooking class, go on YouTube, go on Google. We got ChatGPT now. Go on ChatGPT and figure out all of the things that are possible for you to do and do it. Literally, because it's like it's so many resources out today in this time for us to Google and think and figure out what we want to do for us to not be doing that. You get what I'm saying? Like I can understand. Let me backtrack, because it's really easy for me to say that. I knew what I wanted to do since I was like 6, 7. And I made it a mission to do the thing that I do today. It's easy for me to say that because I've always knew what I wanted to do. For those who do not know, use YouTube as a resource, use ChatGPT as a resource. Go into hobbies to figure out what you like, what you don't like, what you do like to do, what you don't like to do, so that you can set yourself up for the future. Even if it's not career driven, create goals for yourself, whether it's personal, professional, anything. Create goals for yourself and accomplish them. Strive for them. Be the best version. Try to be the best version of yourself, because you're all you got, Buki. You're all you got. So if you're not keeping that if you're not setting goals and keeping the promise to yourself to achieve those goals, how you gonna trust yourself? How you gonna trust yourself? And don't you want to be the best version of yourself? The best version of yourself is not stagnant. The best version of yourself is not sitting on the couch. The best version of yourself is not feeling sorry for yourself. The best version of yourself is getting that ass up. Okay, hello. And doing what you got to do to be the best version of yourself. So if that means staying up late to do your research, if that means working a job that you don't like and staying up late to do the research for a job that you do eventually want to do, that's just what it is. That's what it is. Because if you take your life seriously now at an early age to figure out what you want to do, you set yourself up for the older you. Because I said this in like a previous episode. When you do things in your life, you should think about it in your future self. Like, okay, I don't want to go to the gym right now, but future Jada is fit. Future Jada looks good. Future Jada eats right. Future Jada got abs. Stay tuned. Hello. If I don't set myself up now, if I don't do stuff like that now, future Jada is not going to be fit, not going to have abs, not going to be T, not going to be snatched. Hello. You have to do things in your life to set yourself up for the future. When you're younger, you have energy, you have time. You have so much time. Use the time, use the dead space, use the stagnant moments to pour into yourself as much as you can. We got one life to live. So why not use it to the best of abilities? We have so many resources. We have so many people that we can talk to. If you have an idea of what you want to do, you could go on LinkedIn, reach out to somebody that is doing what you're doing, and just do, think, strive for better, for greater. And don't you want to make more money? Babe, don't you want to make more money? Hello? Get that degree if you can. Get that certificate if you can. If that is going to set you up to make more money, if you're not making more money and you're not doing nothing towards it, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear, damn, I really coulda, woulda, shoulda. Get your ass up and do that woulda, coulda, shoulda for your future self. But I feel that to say the goals, the this, the that, is not the most important thing. I know I sound hypocritical, but the goals that you're striving for, they're important. They are so important, but they are not the most important thing. You know why I say that? Because the memories, the people, the things that we create and do in our life are so important, because at the end of the day, that job is not going to keep you warm at night. It may be able to buy you that blanket, but it's not going to keep you warm at night. The people, the memories, the things that we do, the things that we think about, the look back on, the things that we can take a picture of. It's like, damn, I did this with my friends. I did this with my group of girls, boys too. I did this with my boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you put your goals first all the time, every time in front of the people that's important to you, you're not going to have nobody in your life. So speaking of that, let's get into part 2. Part 2 is called Make Time for Those Who Make Time for You. Reach out to your friends. Reach out to your friends, your homegirls, your distant cousins, your close cousins, your first cousins, your second cousins. Everybody. Reach out to everybody. You know why? Because, like I said like a couple minutes ago, if you don't have any people, what did Ari Lennox said? I mean people. She said, you think that couch is going to keep you warm at night? You think that all of these things are going to keep you warm at night? No. Reach out to the people in your life, because, like I said, you have one life to live. Love on them. Feel on them. Take them out. Let them take you out. But also have your boundaries. Hello? Okay. Have your boundaries. Make sure that you're not overstepping, and make sure that they're also pouring into you as much as you're pouring into them. But make sure that you're actually spending time with the people in your life. Like, actual time. Not no, hey bro, just checking in. You good? Yeah, I'm good. All right, cool. No. Reach out to those people. See how they actually are doing. How are they feeling? How are they? All of the things. And then go out. Go out with them. Create memories. Talk with them. Touch grass. Hug a tree. Damn, I don't know. Actually spend time with people in your life and be intentional about it. You get what I'm saying? Like, and have deep rooted conversations. I feel like now in such a tech era, a lot of people aren't having like deep conversations. Like, let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's talk. Like, it's not just a hey girl. It's not just a check-in. Like, I really want to talk to you. I really want to see how you doing, how you feeling. Like, what have you been going through? And maybe I've been going through the same. Like, let's talk and let's connect, because at the end of the day, like, this job that we're going to for someone else is not the most important thing, period. I know I've been yelling at y'all this whole episode, and I'm sorry about that, because I said I wasn't going to. But let's get into part 3. Part 3 is take pictures. The reason why I say take pictures is because I was listening to a video on, I believe it was Instagram, and a guy was going around recording people and asking older people like one of their regrets. Like, what's something that you regret in your life? And he was an older gentleman. He probably was like 60, 70. He was Black. And he said the one thing that he regrets is not taking enough pictures. Like, have his picture taken. And that stood out to me so much, because I have an older brother that hates taking pictures. But it's like, as you age, as you get older, if you don't take pictures, you may not remember how you look. You may not remember how you look younger when you get older. So it's like he said he wished he took more pictures. He wished he took pictures in the places that he visited and went to. He wished that he like took pictures with the people that he loved. And again, that goes back into part two. Like, yes, take pictures, but take pictures with your loved ones. Take pictures with the people that are in your life, because you can look back on those memories. We live in such a Google Drive, Apple Drive, iCloud, this, that, and the third era where it's like people are not printing out pictures anymore. People are not making photo albums anymore. Take your pictures with the people in your life, print them out, save them, get a photo album like how we used to have when we was kids, and look through them every now and again. To go back to the nostalgia of it all. We need to go back to like just sitting in the living room and flipping through pictures, because the photo album is right there. Like we need that. Like, and I feel like again, because we live in a tech era, we're really losing out on the togetherness of it all. Nobody want community no more. Everybody busy, everybody tired. We all busy. We're all tired. Community is sometimes you have to sacrifice for those in your life, right? Sometimes you have to make a sacrifice, but also make sure that when you're making those sacrifices, that your cup is full. You cannot pour from an empty cup. So make sure that you got yourself together in order to be there and pour into those in your life. And when you are pouring into their life, make sure you're taking pictures. Make sure you're getting memories. And also, before I close out, I want to say, while you are pouring into and spending time with those in your life, make sure that you're spending time with yourself. Make sure you are completing yourself and pouring into yourself with solo activities. Make sure you're doing things by yourself. Make sure you're talking to yourself either before you enter your solo activity or not. I went to a Pilates class solo a couple of days ago, and I was so nervous. I don't know why. I was so nervous. And I was just like, like, what if I don't do it right? Or what if I don't have a good time? I'm a beginner. So maybe like I go to the gym, but Pilates I'm new to. And I was just all in my head. And when I got there, as soon as I got there, like the instructor gave me like the nicest compliment. And I was just like, you know what? I could do this. Like I could do this. Solo activities, pouring into myself the way that I want to pour into, and just enjoying my own company. So with that being said, thank you so much, guys, for listening to this episode. I hope you enjoyed. My name is Jada Raquel, and this is the Quiet Conversations podcast. Please make sure to like, comment, share, download on all audio platforms, which is Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is the Quiet Conversations podcast. Thank you so much. Please follow us on socials at the Quiet Conversations Pod. We'll see you next time. Bye.